This week on a brand new episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast.
Wait. Let's drop the Don DeMarco right there. You gotta run that back and say that again. They didn't hear you. What you say?
Listen, man. Gordon Hayward coming back this year has stunted the hell out of Jason Tatum's growth.
Holy shit. Hot take of the show right there.
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in they right.
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new, exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sports podcast in all the land.
True.
Bruh, I don't know if you hear me.
Yeah.
I mean, in all the land.
True.
You with me?
I'm here.
I'm just making sure, man.
I'm here.
We are back to wrap up the previous week of sports in dramatic fashion. No BS, no sugarcoating, no biases, only that strong arm truth. And if this happens to be the first time you guys have watched our show here on YouTube, or if you're listening on any of our various podcast channels, I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy, LaParis 57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes,
Spade,
sir.
you know what? I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. And I know you like, why you happy? The Cowboys lost. I know. I did terrible in the picking games last week. I know. But I'm happy.
You always do.
Because some good things happened this week. And I want to start off. Spade, some good things happened for Miami as well. Let's start there. Let's go to college. I know y'all like, wait a minute. They ain't starting with NFL. Nah, we got to start with college football. You guys didn't know.
NFL big trash. Let's get it.
Relax. Pump your brakes.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's still football. Football is football, baby. Football is football. But we're starting in college football. If you guys didn't know, it was some big time transfers this past week. If you guys didn't know, Jalen Hurts, Alabama, would you call him star quarterback? Would you call him a star? Well, he was a star.
I think it's fair to call him a star, yeah.
Yeah, college football star. Jalen Hurts, star quarterback, is transferring to Oklahoma. Tate Martell is transferring to Miami. Tate Martell went to Ohio State, right? He's transferring from Ohio State. And Notre Dame quarterback Wimbush is now headed to UCF. Spade. First of all, I gotta get your thoughts on Martell going to Miami. First of all, I don't even want to talk anything Kane. Y'all already know. I mean, we could talk about Francois coming back because he decided that he's not going to enter the draft and he's going to come back to Florida State. That's what he decided. But
nah, he didn't decide he's not entering the draft.
Wow.
Everybody who's been watching football decided he shouldn't enter the draft. Anybody with a piece of brain told him not to enter the draft.
Here we
unless
go.
He was interested in being a fourth round wide receiving kick returner or something like that.
Wow, right? The shades.
Hey man, I'm here to get a strong arm truth, bro.
Spade. Let me know what you think about these transfers. Hurts, Martell, and Wimbush headed to.
I'm gonna tell you what's weird.
Go ahead.
The Tate Martell. First of all, y'all know how I feel about Ohio State, man. I ain't got very many good things to say about Ohio State. But
why you hate Ohio State, Spade? What happened? Why?
Because they screwed us over in the national championship. That's supposed to be our national championship. You know what I'm saying? I never forgave Ohio State.
Wow,
I never forgave referees. I can't even go in a Foot Locker. If I see somebody with a striped shirt, I'm stealing off on them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Don't wear no stripes around me.
Spade.
You got to be careful with Adidas on around me. I might knock somebody with Adidas on out. I don't play with stripes.
So you still bitter about that old national championship?
It ain't bitter, bro. It derailed our program. It hurt us, bro.
Did it?
It hurt us. It hurt us in recruiting. Yeah, it hurt us in recruiting and everything.
Maurice Claret said different,
it wasn't
bro.
right. Yeah. It wasn't right. Peep game though. We gotta back up a little bit because those are the new names in this transfer portal, as they calling it now. But the big move that ended up making Tate Martell move is the fact that Georgia's quarterback Justin Fields went to Ohio State, and it got a little crowded around there. Tate said, you know what, I might better pack my shit and dip. That brought him down to Miami. Let's also not forget that Kelly Bryant was also in the portal, and he's gone to Missouri. Yeah. So it's a lot of moving around. As far as Tate Martell coming to Miami, I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about this guy. I am happy that we are getting more talent to choose from because I don't ever want us to be in a situation where we're stuck handcuffed to one particular quarterback.
Yeah, like Stephen Morris.
Everybody knows.
Remember Stephen Morris?
Stephen Morris wasn't bad. He wasn't bad. Hold up, dog. cut some slack on Steven. Don't come for Steven like that. Don't come for Steven.
Or what was
Everybody?
What was old boy name? The skinny guy that you said you remind yourself of? Yeah, Jacory
Harris.
Jacory Harris.
Jacory.
That's his name, Spade.
Yeah, Jacory was that dude. Man. Jacory, where you at, cuz? It's my dog. But yeah, man.
We was kicking y'all ass for a long time with Stephen Morris and Harris and all those boys. We was kicking y'all ass.
That's not how I remember that. That's not how I remember that.
Continue, Spade. My bad. Continue.
I remember a couple of wide rights and some wide lefts.
Wow.
That's what I remember. But no, seriously. Hold on. Let me get this point out. First of all, Jeff Thomas also came back to Miami, so I like that Manny Diaz is reloaded. For those that don't know, man, our new head coach, Manny Diaz, the ex-defensive coordinator, this guy right here came in and fired the entire offensive staff, and I loved it. He brought in
a 20. Can I get a 20, please? You're not making this about the Canes.
Let me make my point. This is about transfers. You want to talk transfers, right?
Bro, let me make my point. I'm asking you, are you making this about the Canes? Because Jalen Hurts to me was the biggest transfer.
I mean, yeah, all right.
Go, Spade.
You didn't feel like this was about Miami? Because I did. Listen,
Go, Spade.
He fired the entire offensive staff, the entire staff, man. And we brought in a dude from Alabama. And I don't know what type of offense we're going to be running, man. So just stockpile. Get as much talent as you can. But yes, Jalen Hurts to Oklahoma. LaParis, I'm going to throw it back to you. A lot of folks saying Jalen Hurts going to Oklahoma makes him a favorite for the Heisman. Do you buy it? Because I don't.
I want to pump the brakes on these people because this is where I thought the conversation was going to go before Spade went on his Cane tirade. You know, you start talking about the Canes, the Rockets.
I talked about Ohio State too, bro.
He gets a little. He
you
gets
heard
a
me
little
talk about Justin Fields.
So I'm gonna bring it back home with the Jalen Hurts talk. Jalen Hurts to Oklahoma. And a lot of people are saying this right here. Now we know a lot. The Oklahoma had the past two Heisman Trophy winners with I was about to say Johnny Manziel, Baker Mayfield, and Kyler Murray. And now people are saying Jalen Hurts is the favorite. I want people to pump their brakes. Baker Mayfield can throw that football. Murray can throw that football. Spade
can throw that football.
Can Jalen Hurts throw that football? Now we seen him. I'm not taking anything away from Hurts. We seen him lead Alabama to numerous national championship games, regardless whether he played in it or finished it or whatever. That doesn't matter. But he has led that team. Do I think he can lead Oklahoma? Do I think he can lead Oklahoma?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Me too.
Is he winning a Heisman Trophy? I don't know about that because I don't know if he can throw the football as well as those other guys that just left that school. But, I mean, this is what makes it fun. We have to wait and see what happens. And, I mean, I'm going to be watching because a lot of people are saying he's the favorite. He is the number one favorite right now in college football. I don't know about that.
Man, if I'm not mistaken, he still got to go out there and compete for the starting job. Them guys out there ain't just finna lay down and let Jalen Hurts come out there. I guarantee you it's some guys on that squad right now looking at Jalen Hurts like, all right, he going to have to come out here and take this from me. I guarantee you that's going on right now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, as far as him being the favorite, I don't see it. That's just me, though.
Win Bush to UCF, I think is one of those situations where it can work out for him. I mean, he was a big deal in Notre Dame. If I'm not mistaken, I think he ended up getting hurt, and then another guy came and took that spot, and I mean, just led Notre Dame to like an undefeated season until they got that ass kicked in a bowl game. I'm tired of putting Notre Dame and stop putting Notre Dame in the college football playoff if they're not in the power conference. Like that independent shit when they go into playing Army and Navy and Air Force, get Notre Dame out of here. But I like Win Bush to UCF. I think he can work out for the kid, but we have to wait and see.
I was trying to look this up, and I didn't get it looked up in time. But let me tell you what I'm thinking about, LaParis. If I'm not mistaken, bro, I want to make sure I'm not wrong. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they starting quarterback was hurt when they played against LSU, and they played a backup in the game against LSU in the bowl game. And even though they lost that game, that damn backup was balling. So, again, is this a situation where he's coming in and guaranteed a starting spot, or is he going to have to come in and fight for it? Like, it's not a given that these guys finna come in and win these spots like that. And I don't know why, it is assumed that they're going to. Can we move forward, though? I don't really,
Yes.
Bro, you don't understand how happy I am to bring this topic to you guys. In the last segment, I talked about Miami having a new coach and firing the entire offensive coaching staff. And I'm telling you, that changes things. The Cowboys just fired their OC, Scott Linehan, after a poor offensive season. They said his season was poor offensively, and they'll blame the Scott Linehan. Now, you know what that means. Before they start moving personnel around, they go to the coach first. Look, LeParis, if Scott Linehan get fired and they bring a new dude in next year and they feel like that offensive season go poor, somebody getting shuffled around. And I don't think it's going to be Zeke. I think it's going to be Dakota. LeParis, you are a Cowboys fan. I don't know how or why. I really don't. Like, for real. But I'm going to ask you, for one, do you feel like this firing was warranted? Do you like the firing? And is it somebody out there that you feel like you want? And I feel like it's kind of late too, man, because a lot of folks been scooped up already. But if anybody would know, you'll know.
It's always plenty of coaches out there. First of all, there's plenty of guys. Let me start there. But the Cowboys, of course, it isn't the Jason Garrett firing that I've been calling for on this show for umpteenth years.
Nobody want Jason fired either.
Get Jason out of here. But they fired the next best guy. They fired Scott Linehan. Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on your happy face. Yes! Yes!
That's terrible.
Yes!
That is terrible, bro.
Get this guy out of here, yo. Yo, I was reading the reports, and it was reports saying that Scott Linehan didn't want Dak changing the plays, only the lineman protection. He didn't want him audibling out of stuff if Dak seen some things. Get Scott Linehan out of here. Get him out of here. They said that Rams defenders out there talking about these guys are predictable. We knew exactly what they were going to do. Get these guys, get them out of here. Get them out of here. Scott Linehan, gray skies gonna clear up. Put on your happy face. Get them out of here, Spade. Yes. You know, I'm going to tell you who I would love. I know it's not going to happen, but I would love for the Cowboys to give a call to Eric Bieniemy down there in Kansas City. I would love to call that.
Caping for Bieniemy. I hope you get a job and be stellar. Because you've been shaking the pom-poms for some Eric Bieniemy. I hope they give him a call. He was a running back in the league.
The reports are that they're going to probably highlight Georgia's OC. It was some other guys. Maybe they was going to keep it. It's also a report that they may keep it in-house. Maybe with Kellen Moore, the former quarterback in the NFL. Maybe him or another guy, I think a tight end coach. I don't think neither one of those guys are the answer. If you want to keep Kellen Moore as the quarterback coach, I'm good with that. I don't know if he's the answer as an offensive coordinator. But, we have seen crazier things happen, and it's the Cowboys. But I honestly think that the firing of Scott Linehan was definitely a Stephen Jones move. Because just earlier in the same day, Jason Garrett was on a radio station and was like, every coach, we're not making any moves. All the coaches will be back. Then Stephen Jones' son. Jerry Jones' son came and said, hold up. We're going to evaluate everything and everybody. So then later, Jason Garrett did his interview and was like, I forgot what I said this morning. I don't remember. I can't recall. So they definitely hit him on the phone like, hold up, bro. Before you saying everybody coming back, you need to holler at us first. So I definitely think it was a Stephen Jones move, and I'm happy about it. Gray skies gonna clear up. Cowboy Nation, baby. Cowboy Nation. Gray skies gonna clear up. Put on your happy face. Yes! I'm happy, bro.
This is tough. I feel like Scott Linehan took a lot of criticism because folks felt like the Cowboys didn't run the ball enough. It would be times that it looked like Zeke was eating, and all you had to do was turn around and run a good old-fashioned Madden football halfback dive, and it would have just fixed everything. But you guys also picked up Amari Cooper and made Amari Cooper look like the stud wide receiver the Raiders thought they had when they drafted him.
That's my number one pick. And that's my first-round pick.
But I feel like you can't in one hand say our offense was shit, we should have ran the ball more, and then turn around and applaud how well Amari Cooper fit in, because I feel like you got to give that credit to Scott.
I think that was in spite of, though, bro. I think it was in spite.
You just said that one calling the plays. You just said that. So,
I think it was in spite. I think they was making remarkable plays in spite of Scott Linehan.
Cowboys Nation love kicking people when they down. You said that he didn't let Dak change plays. You want Dak out there changing plays? You that confident in Dakota?
Bro, you know I've been a Prescott fan since Mississippi State.
They wouldn't even let him change plays at Mississippi State.
What?
They told him, Dak, just go out there
Bro,
and run.
is Tannehill down there changing plays?
Bro, don't worry about what. Hey, let's go ahead and move. What else we got?
Because
what else we got?
Bro,
we trust Ryan Tannehill. He can change plays if you want to change plays. How you gonna be a quarterback and people don't trust you?
Bro, did you see Gates when he was hired as the Jets coach? Didn't he look weird?
He looked coked up. He looked
something was going on. Somebody check on Gates, bro. All right, let's move on, bro. Let's take it to NFL playoffs, man. You guys didn't know NFL playoffs. We in the AFC NFC Championship game. The winners of these games will go on to play in the Super Bowl. And we have the New England Patriots versus the Kansas City Chiefs and I was about to say St. Louis Rams. The Los Angeles Rams versus the New Orleans Saints, baby.
Yeah, right.
These two games, what are you expecting? You expecting fireworks again in the Patriots-Chiefs game? Low scoring, what you expecting? These are like these are like 4 teams with high-powered offenses. I don't know. Can we say the Pats got a high-powered offense? Probably.
Bro, hold up. I gotta ask you, how did you do last week on picking games?
I don't remember. Maybe 1 to 3, maybe 2 or 3. I think 2 or 3. I mean, 2. I think I went 2 and 2.
It was 4 games. So first of all,
I went 2 and 2.
Okay, you got the Pats
right, and I got the
think
Saints
that's the only one I got wrong. What's the other one you got right?
I got the Pats and the Saints right.
Why you keep saying the pack? It ain't no pack.
No, the Patriots. The Pats.
Pats.
The Patriots.
Oh, Pats. All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it's the AFC teams that you got right. No, wait, I'm all over the place. All right, forget it. All right, so here's what I expect this week. Let me switch over to my new tab. This week right here, man, is one game in particular I'm keeping an eye on, and that's that New England-Kansas City game for obvious reasons. These two teams met this year. Both teams lit it up. It looked like a damn basketball game score at some point. Maybe that's a stretch. High school basketball game. But I keep looking at Kansas City defense, bro, and I'm scared of those guys. I'm afraid. I don't know if I can trust them, LePaz. However, I cannot side with the evil New England Patriots, man. So, I expect to see the young guys get there, man.
Pick the game, but I mean, it seemed like that's where you
asked what I expect.
So pick the game.
So if I'm not picking the game, but you want my expectations, I expect them to play football for 4 quarters. I mean, I don't really know how to answer that.
Are you expecting these fireworks? Like people, I kind of feel, especially with the way the Cowboys lost last week.
It's gonna be 2 good games.
I feel like they want KC and the Rams again. That's what I feel. But Drew Brees at home, I don't know about that. I don't know about beating Drew Brees in the dome. I don't know. But I kind of feel like the league want KC versus the Rams again. Like, remember that game? That game was
trying to say
crazy.
the league corrupt.
I'm just, we seen LeBron B from Ohio, and then the Cavs get the first pick. I mean,
whoa, don't come for the association, bro.
From Chicago,
ain't nothing corrupt
and then
over
the
here.
Bulls get the first pick. I mean, come on,
bro. Ain't nothing corrupt over here. We come out right after the game and tell you,
y'all had a ref
wrong.
that was making like $1 billion betting on the game, like calling different fouls. I remember that ref. I had a ref that was. I
don't remember that, Pinky.
I bet you don't.
I don't remember that.
I think it's going to be a lot of. I don't think that Patriots Chiefs game is going to be as high scoring as people expect. I expect a shootout in the Rams Saints game. I expect a shootout.
The Rams Saints game, I already kind of got that backstory that the league likes. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember.
Peters?
Who was it?
Marcus Peters?
Now, I know it was him, but was it the head coach of the Saints or it was somebody else?
Yeah, it was Sean Payton.
All right, so it was Payton. I couldn't remember if it was a head coach or what, but he gonna get his chance. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen. Y'all know I like Marcus Peters.
With Marcus Peters?
I like Marcus Peters. I just felt like they was using him wrong, man. They kept pressing with him. He not a press corner, bro. He never pressed in KC. Rarely, anyway. Never might be a stretch, but rarely pressed.
Oh, because Amari Cooper beat him last week, too. Like, he got beat by Amari Cooper last week, too. For a touchdown.
Bro.
I'm just saying, like,
well, Amari.
I think, you want to talk about throwing up the pom-poms, you've been rocking with Marcus Peters for a minute. And he been fooled ever since you been rocking with him.
Genius, except for this year. This is the only year that he got me looking a little wrong.
Okay.
All the rest of the years the kid is produced.
Okay.
And he said he gonna see about him. He gonna get a chance to see about him.
Yeah, he said he gonna have a good old bowl of gumbo. That's what he said.
We're not making picks. Do you want to make picks or no?
Yeah, we can make picks.
I mean, after going like...
I already know who I'm picking. Give me the Patriots and the Saints. How is Atlanta going to feel? The Super Bowl is in the A. How is Atlanta going to feel when the Saints and the Patriots is playing in the Dome for the Super Bowl? A division rival, and the Patriots who had one of the greatest Super Bowl comebacks ever against Atlanta. When both of those teams is playing in the Dome for it all, how in the hell is Atlanta going to feel?
Man, all of Atlanta gonna be doing Atlanta shit. We're not gonna be watching no football at all. I'm not there no more, but I reach out to y'all. Let me tell you what Atlanta gonna do. If the Super Bowl end up being the Saints and the Patriots, man, Atlanta just gonna be like at strip clubs and stuff like that.
It must be a future concert.
They gonna be at JJ's getting fried chicken. Like, ain't nobody rocking with the Super Bowl if it go down like that, bro.
So however,
you said that so quick. You're not giving Kansas City a shot.
I'm not saying I think it's going to be a closer, tight, low-scoring game. Everybody expecting this 40-something game. I don't think we getting that, and I could be wrong. I want to say I think it could be like a 21-17 game, bro. 21-17
from the Pats and the Chiefs.
Yes.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
So what you expect? You expecting fireworks?
I got them. Yeah, I got them tossing that bitch. They gonna toss that guy a few times.
Okay.
You know what I'm gonna do, man? It's the Dolphin in me. I like the Saints to pull their game out in a hard-fought game. I expect that game to be kind of low-scoring. I'm expecting like a 24-21 in that Rams-Saints game.
See, I expect that game to be a shootout.
See, and one of us wrong, and I think it's you because you just play that role so much better than I do.
We'll see.
But I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs advancing, man.
Wow.
I got the Chiefs advancing. Somebody got to get Tom Brady old ass up out of here. Get him out of here.
Okay. Somebody
had an easy job last week. Chargers. I believe in y'all.
Oh yeah.
What y'all do
against Brady?
Yeah, but I can't do it, bro. I can't.
We already know if they can't beat you what they do. We already know. Okay.
That's facts.
Okay.
That's facts. They done recorded everything the damn Chiefs got. But Andy Reid, I need you, Andy.
Okay.
This ain't the time for you to come out here and not know how to manage the clock. There's some of this other shit that you're notorious for doing, Andy. Don't be standing over there on the sideline looking spaced out. Looking like you just trying to get to the nearest buffet. Don't do that. Come on, Andy. We all depending on you. What else we got, bro? Is it back on me? Because I got some time.
It's on me. Let's move on to some NBA. If you guys didn't know,
let's do it.
The NBA poster child for technical fouls is back. DeMarcus Boogie Cousins is back. He's back. He played 15 minutes yesterday. He had 14 points and he fouled out. In typical Boogie fashion, he was upset, but once he walked to the sideline after he fouled out, the team hugged him and did all that, and he got a standing ovation. And I think they was on the road. And he got a standing ovation. Spade, Boogie Cousins' return. I mean, we already knew he signed with the Warriors, and we already knew they the evil empire of the NBA. But Boogie return. I mean, is it over? Can we just chalk up the season now?
Yeah, I mean, it was over anyway, man. It was over. Boogie didn't look that amazing to me. I saw folks on my timeline. I had to get to the game because folks were tweeting like, oh, Boogie's going crazy. I was like, is he? And I get there and I'm looking, I'm like,
Spade, who was tweeting that he was going crazy?
Who was tweeting that? I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta change your followers if they were tweeting that.
I'm following the wrong people?
Yes, bro.
Right. I will say this, though. DeMarcus came out and made 3 threes in that game, and I heard some crazy stat like the last time the Golden State Warriors had a center to make 3 threes in a game was back in like 2013 or 2014 or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, most
the little joke that they had from a long time ago. It seemed like Mo done made 3 in the game. Mo come off the bench ready to spray. So I feel like
Mo out there spraying up in China, if anybody was wondering.
But yeah, I mean, DeMarcus Cousins still is not 100%. He didn't look amazing to me. He did have a nice dunk finish on the cut to the basket. Great pass. And he didn't play bad. I didn't expect him to play bad. Nobody expected DeMarcus Cousins to come back and not be able to play. I didn't anyway. The difference is his ability to take over the game and carry a game. I question whether or not he was going to come back with that. And in this situation, he don't have to have that. So we still won't know. He's going to finish this entire season playing and we still not going to be able to answer that question. Can he carry a team? And this is assuming that he want to leave after this year and go get the bag somewhere. If Golden State make him an offer that he decides he want to stay with and he like that coach so much that he want to stay, we might never have to answer that question. But if he trying to chase the bag, which last time we heard from Boogie, he was trying to chase the bag, I don't know if we can answer that question yet. And I don't think this season going to give us the answer, bro. I really don't.
Boogie going to be just fine. I'm going to tell you what I liked. I like that I like the cut to the basket. And you know, usually when people come, like, I remember... And I know somebody, they're going to kill me in the comment section when I say this shit. When Derrick Rose came back off those knee injury, he was a little timid. He didn't want to attack the basket like how he normally, you know what I mean? Derrick Rose used to attack the basket with like crazy velocity. He ain't want to attack like that anymore. And we seen other guys, they go through certain injuries and they used to jump out the gym. And I'm not saying Boogie jumps out the gym, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying we seen guys that used to jump out the gym. They have an injury and they come back and now they layup specialists, which I get. They're trying to prolong their career. I like that I seen Boogie cut to the basket and dunk and come down like on the hurt. Like the Achilles he hurt, he came down on that one. So I like that. You know, it looked like he ready to play some basketball. And there was a lot of people saying the Bucks had a shot or the Thunder had a shot or all these other teams had a shot. It's a wrap. I'm sorry. It's over.
They didn't say Houston.
Houston. We're going to talk about Houston a little later. They banged all. We got to talk about Houston. Spade automatically told the producers, put Houston on the docket, and they on the docket. But
I got no connection with the Rockets, bro.
I'm just saying they banged up, bro. Like Boogie, you look at that. Boogie is getting voted damn near into the All-Star game and ain't played a game. Just played 15 minutes. Like. It's over for the league. It's over. It
was over even if he didn't come back, right? I mean, come on.
It was but I mean, now you done added Boogie. So now when KD ho in the playoffs, you know he's gonna hold like 2 games in the playoffs. Now when he ho or Klay Thompson can't shoot, Klay seemed like he got his jumper back now. Or when Steph Curry just disappeared out the whole finals, we know Steph Curry just disappeared out the finals. Now they got a big that can take you off the dribble, shoot threes, put you in the spin cycle with his back to the basket, can pass the rock. Like, I don't know, man. It's a Rizzy. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Tough.
And Spade hate Golden State. I'm sorry, bro. It's a wrap.
Nah, I ain't got no problem with Golden State, man. I mean, they nice,
My bad. You right. You hate
Curry.
Got no problem. My bad. You right. You hate Steph Curry.
I ain't got no problem with no team with 5 All-Stars on it. I ain't got no problem with that at all, man. That sounds perfectly all right to me. But I tell you what I do got a problem with, LaParis. You want to know what I got a problem with?
What's that?
Man, I got a problem with a player throwing his teammates under the bus. And for this one, let's go to Boston.
Oh, Lord.
One of these. Let's go to Boston and let's talk about what's going on up there.
I hate when we take that trip to Boston.
Now, you're going to like this one, bro. Something tells me this going to be a nice little cozy ride through Boston. All right? Boston was one of those teams that came into the season with a lot of expectations to perform. They looked really good last year. Eastern Conference Finals, had some young guys to really step up and ball. LaParis, I remember asking you last year after the injury bug kind of went rampant on that team. If you Brad Stevens, what do you tell your team? Like, do you pack it in? Do you say we get him next year? And you was like, Spade, there's something about Brad Stevens. He going to find a way to get the most out of his team. And he did. I earned a lot of respect for him, as well as the young guys on that team, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, even Scary Terry Rozier. Those guys balled out last year.
They did.
And then I got concerned. I said, I don't know how this is going to work when the healthy folks come back. Because now, I don't know how you're going to figure this out. And everybody said, Brad Stevens will find a way. If anybody can find a way, Brad Stevens will find a way. Well, folks are back. Even though Gordon Hayward is not in the starting lineup, he's coming off the bench, but he's getting damn near starter minutes. And it's having a negative effect on Jason Tatum. I'm going to go ahead and be the first to say it. Gordon Hayward coming back and stunning the hell out of Jason Tatum's growth.
Wait.
Stunning him, bro.
Let's drop the Don DeMarco right there. You gotta run that back and say that again. They didn't hear you. What you say?
Listen, man. Gordon Hayward coming back this year has stunned the hell out of Jason Tatum's growth.
Holy shit. Hot take of the show right there.
It's a shame and a scandal. Jason Tatum is starting, but you can see he's struggling to find his rhythm. Looks bad. Like, he'll play 20, 25 minutes, 28 minutes, and finish the game 2 of 7, 3 of 9. This ain't the kid we saw last season, during the season and during the postseason. The postseason, when the pressure was on, it seemed like him and Jaylen Brown said, we got this. We've been here before. They looked like savvy veterans last year. And this year, man, they just can't get right. And with losing comes frustration. I get it, man. In order to get to the highest level, NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever we talking about, in order to get to that highest level, you got to have this competitive nature in you that's kind of rare amongst common folk like us. You know what I'm saying? If we lose, nobody want to lose, but if you lose, folks that usually get to that level, they don't like losing. And that's what pushes them to be great. So when people start losing, that's when you start seeing some true colors. You start hearing some statements, seeing some behaviors, reading some body language. Yeah. Shit start changing, right? So recently it was a game. Toward the end of the game, Brad Stevens draws up a play. Everybody's walking onto the court. Kyrie's talking to Brad Stevens. I don't know what he's saying. His body language looked like he's saying, no, we shouldn't do this. Maybe we should do that. I don't know. Ain't nobody going to tell us that anyway. They go onto the court. Kyrie goes back court. Looked like he's coming up. He want to probably get the pass on the running across the half court. I don't know what happened. He inbounded to Hayward. Hayward didn't even look at Kyrie, bro. Threw it to Jason Tatum. Tatum took a contested shot. I mean, it wasn't a terrible shot. It wasn't a great shot either. Took a contested shot over some really good defense, and they lost. And I think it was their third loss in a row. They lost to Orlando. They was losing to teams that's not necessarily great teams, and that pressure started to boil over LaParis. Your boy Kyrie came out and said, you know, we don't have the experience that it takes to be great. To be great, you got to come out and perform every night, regardless of whether or not you're playing a good team or a bad team. He sounded frustrated. He sounded mad with his teammates. All right? But LaParis, before I hand this off to you, it goes another step further. After the next game, Kyrie dug deep, man. I think Kyrie had something like 16 dimes, maybe even 18 dimes. Now, let's not forget who we talking about. Kyrie Irving, the same guy that played point guard that would finish a game with no dimes. Like, that's who he used to be. He would finish a game with no dimes at point guard. And I was seeing Kyrie step up and doing the thing. I was like, man, what a hell of a performance. But then he kind of took the light off of his performance, and he said after the game that he called LeBron James and he apologized to LeBron for being that young player that wanted everything at his fingertips. And everybody said, oh, shit, it's trouble. He said being in this situation is showing him how selfish he was as a young player. So that tells us that he's got frustration with teammates, and it tells us that his frustration is with young players. Now, I don't know if it's with Tatum. I don't know if it's with Brown, but it's with one of them. They the young guys. LaParis, what's going on in Boston, bro?
I don't know, but even when Kyrie was talking to Stevens when he was coming out of that timeout or whatever, that stoppage or whatever it was. And you said they was going back and forth because Kyrie didn't like that play. I think Kyrie was mad because he wanted the ball. I think he was like, hell nah, give me the ball. Like, I'm not a
I don't know what was being said, but he didn't look happy though.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Tatum is all world and spade. You know how I feel about Tatum went to Duke, right? You know how I feel about players from Duke. And no. I don't. But Tatum is, I think he has the potential to be all world. I already think he a beast, but I think he got potential to be all world. So now Jaylen Brown is one of those guys. He's been struggling. They got a lot of people on that team. Look at that team. I don't think Morris is the type to complain about shots, but Morris want to shoot.
Though he'll get it out the mud.
Yeah, and I mean, ain't nobody. I mean, even if he is complaining, ain't nobody about to say nothing to him. Like, they ain't about to be like, Morris, shut up. They ain't about to say that. Nah. But I mean, he want to shoot. Tatum want the ball. I was watching the Boston game last night, which they won, if I'm not mistaken. I think they won last night.
They did. They did.
Brown was the game. When Brown was in the game, that boy was jacking. I was like, Jesus. when Rozier get in the game. I like Rozier because I like his defensive intensity. I like the way he attacks the basket. But he be taking some wild shots too and be like, damn, Terry, like y'all didn't need that right there. Like damn near everybody. I mean, we know Hayward gonna score. First of all, they paying Hayward all that money. They really gotta figure this out. Even at one of the games, they was trolling Boston like Kyrie's leaving, clap, 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 clap.
Yeah.
Like they gotta figure this out because Kyrie can actually be out. Like he can bounce. So they're gonna have to figure it out. I don't know. As far as Kyrie calling LeBron, I really don't have a problem with that. I mean, players mature. We done seen Shaq and Penny have conversations about how they used to have it out. We done seen Shaq and Kobe sit down. We just seen Magic and Isaiah sit down. Like, I mean, I know they're a little older in the two, but I mean, sometimes if you're able to nip it in the bud earlier than wait until you 40, 50 years old, I don't have a problem with that, man.
But LeParis, I got to come back to that.
Go.
I don't have a problem with the call to LeBron either. You know what I got a problem with?
Tim, what?
Why we got to know?
Go ahead.
Why we got to know? Why do we have to know? Why was that media worthy? Why was that press worthy?
This is a new spade. Me and you can have conversations that should have never leave between me and you. These people are they are a different bunch of individuals now, bro. Like you know this. Everything is newsworthy. Everything gets reported. Everything is for social media. Like, bro, I usually put up let me tell you, I usually put up a Christmas tree picture. Like when I ain't putting nothing up this year. Like the problem now is everything is so social media ready now. Like people, I'm eating dinner, boom, right to the phone. I just bought a car, boom, right to the phone. Christmas, right to the phone. Everything. And that's why he said it. Because everything needs to be told. Ain't nothing sold. Remember that in our day, the game is to be sold, not told. They telling everything now for free.
Yep.
They telling everything now.
But you know what though? I agree, but I disagree.
Go ahead.
I think Kyrie's smart. Like when you hear Kyrie talk, do you? Because this is what I feel. He
did that interview.
Do you feel like Kyrie
with First Take, and I was like, come on, Kyrie.
Oh well, you're right. That one right there. That wasn't. That could debunk everything I'm about to say. But Kyrie comes across as a thoughtful dude. Like I feel like he thinks about the things he says and does. Maybe he completely doesn't because LeParis is right. That interview there, we was like, Kyrie, you act like they snuck. You act like there was a pop quiz, bro. This shit was on.
Why even go? You know this situation you just had with LeBron. You know you going on this show, and you know they're going to ask you about this situation. LeBron is an all-world player. You a superstar player. You know they're going to ask this, and you just sat there like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they asking me this shit. Like are you that clueless?
What's the shit you get on your first day of class? I'm having a brain fart.
Syllabus.
They tell you all your
syllabus.
This shit was on the syllabus.
Word.
He act like it was a pop quiz. He was there like, we're like, what? But the reason
weird.
why I think this came to the media, he wants those young players to know that he regrets how he acted when he was young. And it's not enough for him to talk to LeBron and clear the air with LeBron. That shit was never to clear the air with LeBron. It was to send a message to his teammates. And that's why he's taking some criticism. You got greats of the game like Charles Barkley saying, I don't like it. To me, he threw his teammates under the bus by saying that. If you a leader, Barkley went as far as to say, if you a leader, man, you don't have to say that you a leader. Like, you can spot a leader. You be like, that person's a leader. They don't have to say, hey, I'm the leader. 9 times out of 10, if you got to ask who the leader is, not one clearly defined anyway. A leader, you can spot that guy from across the room. You can walk in a room and spot a leader.
I agree with you,
Just
bro.
saying, man.
Might be some trouble. Bro, I'm not disagreeing with you. I agree. But like I said, I think it got a lot to do with this whole everything needs to be sold. Told. Everything needs to be told. Bro, we done seen men and women laying with celebrities. They snapping like nothing is private anymore. That's why you as not
yeah, man.
I'm not saying you as an individual, Spade. I'm saying you as in people. Like that's why you as a person, you have to determine what is to be shared and what's to be kept privately. Because once it's out there, it's out there. Believe me, You write some crap, it's somebody snapping this. I don't care if you got 10 followers. Somebody snapping a screenshot of that crap. So as soon as you say, oh, I didn't say that, somebody is coming back with the receipts. But this is new media. This is new media, man. Everything is told, man. You bet like that don't hit send crap. That really should be like a term, a phrase. Law. It really should. It really should be law, because once it's out there, it's out there. Now, Kyrie, because he ran his mouth, can't keep anything to himself. He got to go and deal with teammates that maybe potentially looking at him a certain way, or feel some type of way, or dealing with their attitude. It's just a problem that's not needed when you already. I mean, they still got a winning record, but they've been struggling as a team. Everybody thought the Celtics would be better. Everybody. And they've been struggling. And I don't know what they're going to do with Hayward. I don't know if they're going to re-sign Kyrie. You got Terry Rozier. He's going to want, maybe not, he's not getting no max, but damn it, he probably going to get half a max or close to a max. He's going to be making over $10 million a year. He's going to be making over $10 million a year. Somebody's going to pay that man. So they got a lot of things to figure out in Boston. Let me ask you, before we move on, do you still have Boston as contenders in the East? I ain't necessarily saying they got to win the championship, like the NBA championship, in the East.
Right. Right now I don't. Not because they don't have the talent, because I think all this stuff recently, I think it's going to hurt their chemistry, man. And chemistry is the shit you need as a team. You can take a whole bunch of talented players and throw them on the court together. That ain't going to make them a really good team. A good team requires chemistry. Little jabs here and there, that's the kind of stuff that hurts chemistry. Mm-hmm. You talked about the other night, you were saying that Jaylen Brown was just jacking in that game. And I went and pulled that game. Bro, you talking about the game against the Grizzlies, right?
Yeah.
Bro, do you know in that game, Jason Tatum played 29 minutes and didn't make a basket, bro? Damn. He played 29 minutes, was 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 at the stripe. So he finished with 6 rebounds, 4 dimes, 2 turnovers, and 2 points. And that's
what was Brown's stat?
Jaylen Brown was only 4 of 7. So He ain't pulled as much as he wanted to, but he only played 21 minutes. So I guess it seemed like when he was on the floor, he was getting them up. But he also had 6 boards. He only had 1 dime, but he had 2 blocks. So he had 12 points, came off the bench and made a pretty decent contribution. They didn't get much from Gordon Hayward either, who was 2 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from beyond the arc.
Do you still see Gordon Hayward as a max type player?
No, dog.
People is telling me that they think Gordon Hayward just had, maybe a couple of weeks ago, he had a big game where he scored like 30-something points, like high 30s. And they was like, yo, he back. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't see him as the same player. I don't see, I don't know. And they're going to kill me. I don't know if he'll ever get it back, bro. I don't know. If I'm not mistaken, I think me and you had this conversation off camera. I asked you this. Yeah. And I don't know if he'll ever get it back. Yeah. But what was you about to say?
He might actually be the same player. But things are so bad in Boston. Look, man,
is it bad or is it too crowded?
A lot of credit. That's what I'm saying. We gave Brad Stevens a lot of credit for being this genius who would figure it out. And somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
That was going to be my next.
And it's messed up because
next question.
It can't be Hayward, because with that price tag, with his production, ain't nobody touching that. Kyrie probably finna remove himself from the equation. At the same time, Kyrie got to be very careful, bro, because if he dipped from this team and joined another team, if things don't work there, he gonna start to look like Jimmy Butler. He gonna look like the problem. He had a really good situation in Cleveland that he won out of.
The reports are Kyrie may go to the Knicks. If he was to leave and don't stay in Boston, then his next destination is the Knicks. It's the Knicks.
And he think it's frustrating. He think it's stressful. Here, part of the problem ain't that these kids can't hoop. Kyrie is back, and it's a pecking order. Kyrie's like, all right, look, I'm back. This is how we gonna do it. And those young guys looking like, bruh, I don't know if you was watching last year when you was hurt, but we was doing it this way, and it was working.
Right.
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that might be somebody got to go. Maybe it's Kyrie. He got to go, dog.
Wow.
As it looks
Holy
right
smokes,
now,
man.
no, I don't have Boston.
I don't think
I'm serious.
you can trade
I think
Kyrie,
they got
bro.
a big problem.
I don't think you can trade Kyrie.
I don't think you got to trade him. He got a player option in that last year, right?
Yeah. So you said
He
he's
got
just
one
be
more
out.
year in the player option? I'm saying they're not going to re-sign Kyrie. Kyrie not staying there, bro. I don't see it.
Holy smokes. Jesus. And you know, that was going to be
You
my
know
next
what?
question.
I know we got to move forward.
And we don't. No, we don't. Because I didn't think this topic right here was going to be this fire. We don't got to move forward. Go ahead.
I think it's worse than I initially thought it was, man. Like, I'm looking at this team, and it's bad, bro. If you look at this team, Marcus Smart, I don't know if you can move Smart. I mean, he's not a good player.
I'm going to keep it 100. Marcus Smart probably been their best player over these past couple of weeks.
And he's such a good, like, pesk on like, he's a pesky defender.
Word.
I don't think you want to lose that. They already moved Bradley. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that you want to move that. All right? Horford, I love Horford, man. And Horford is one of the most consistent players on this team, but he's a little long in the tooth. His value ain't like that. I mean, who you gonna move? You can't move Hayward. Nobody's touching Hayward, bro.
Let me ask you. I gotta ask you this, bro, because now it's bothering me. Because I want a strong arm. We want to talk about Oklahoma City. That ain't even the next topic. I'm strong arming in there. We're gonna talk about Oklahoma City. They've been struggling. They was one of the top defensive teams in this league. I'm still going back to Boston, Spade, because you're talking about trading folks. The report out of Oklahoma City is they gotta bust a move because whatever going on over there, they've been struggling over the past couple of weeks. Like this past week, they've been struggling. They've been up in games by 17, 20 points, and their team's been coming back and beating OKC. And that's the same thing I want to ask you about Boston. Do you think people always think the quick fix is to trade for something or somebody? It don't even be nothing. It don't even be nothing amazing. It just be like, yo, we gotta bust a move. We gotta change things. I think people think that's the easy fix, and I don't know if that's the answer in Boston or OKC.
It's definitely not the answer in OKC. In Boston, I think it may actually be the answer. Now, if you want to give Brad a year to figure it out, hell, maybe even a year or two to figure it out, if anybody deserves that opportunity, it's Brad Stevens. But we know that's a talented team. So if we know that's a talented team and we know that's a good coach, and it's not translating to wins, I don't know what you waiting on. I don't know what you waiting on. Because if you continue to play bad like this, you damaging the trade value of your pieces. I mean, like I said, right now, who gonna want Hayward? Who gonna want Tatum? Somebody gonna take Tatum because Tatum's a young player in this league and we know he can ball. But they gonna use his performance this year to lowball you. When you go buy a new car and you see that little ding in the corner, if you ain't finna take,
you can't trade
I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade him or Brown. But that's what I'm saying. If you're not trading him or Brown, you don't want to trade Smart for the defense. I don't feel like you can trade Hayward because of coming back off that injury with that max contract. Not many people gonna touch it. Horford's long in the tooth. Shit, who you trading? Who else on that team got value?
I ain't even asking you.
To go.
I'm not even asking you trade for who. That's not what I'm about to ask you. Trade for what? Like, what position do you think they need? Position wise, a wing, a two. What you think they need?
Probably a wing. It could be a wing or a two, but it's got to be one of those grimy. I don't care about my shots. I just want to come out here and it's got to be one of those. And it sounds crazy. Sometimes you got to replace somebody who can score with somebody who can fit in. Sometimes you got to do that, bro. But I've been wanting to talk OKC. Can we talk about them for a little bit?
Go ahead.
Folks talking about OKC got to bust a move. The only move OKC need to bust, they not going to bust, and that's telling Russ to stop jacking up all these shots.
You know I'm a Westbrook fan, bro, but it's unacceptable, bro. It's unacceptable.
Paul George has been playing too good for Russ to be settling for the shots he's settling for.
Spade, I'm sorry I'm talking over you,
bro.
More,
Russ.
Paul George is having a career year, bro. And it's going to be tough for them to do it down there, but they got to reel Russell Westbrook in. They got to reel him in. Somebody got to sit down with him and be like, yo, they got to reel him in. Because Paul George I know Paul George done had some games this year. I know somebody going to say it. And I love, Spade, you know how I feel about Westbrook, bro. You know how I feel about Westbrook. Yeah. But somebody got to reel him in. Paul George is having a career year. And I said, somebody want to write in this comment section and be like, Paul George just shot 5 of 30. I don't care. It's nothing compared to Westbrook shooting 20% from 3 and like 37% from the field. Unacceptable. And somebody want to say,
yep.
And listen, I love Westbrook. And somebody want to say, well, he's still averaging the triple-double. I don't care. It's costing them games. Yep. They was up 17 the other night, and they lost. Unacceptable, bro. Go ahead, Spade.
I don't know if you remember me saying this. This was a long time ago. I was like, after KD bolted, OKC, and I don't mean like the coaching staff, bro. I'm talking like the folks that write checks over there. They were so afraid to lose Westbrook that I think they implemented a you can do whatever you want to do policy. And I was like, that is very dangerous because you can't get a person out of that. Bro, if you start your relationship off where every time you see your girl, you give her your credit card, you can't stop that after 3 years
agree.
and be like, no, I'm not doing that no more.
I agree.
She'll be like, what? That ain't going to work. So they came out and they made Russ happy by giving him the green light to do whatever he want to do. They got a really good two-way center that don't even try to get boards, bro. I mean, he will if he got to, but they box out. They let Westbrook get the rebound. They've even come up with this strategy and said the reason why we let Russ get the rebound is because he can get the rebound and push it to the other end faster than we can pass it from person to person and get it done. First of all, I've always been told my entire life, nobody can move the ball dribbling. No dribble is faster than a pass, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? They get paid the big bucks. I pretend like I don't know what I'm talking about. I like Westbrook. I don't like that Westbrook has become the guy that everybody want to attack. Everybody want to dislike. Everybody want to find fault in. But as much as I like Russ is the problem with this year's OKC team.
I agree, bro.
It is Russ.
I agree.
It is Russ.
And I hate to say it because I love that dude, bro. But they got to reel him in.
You ain't got to take all them shots, bro. You ain't got to play like that no more. You ain't got to do that no more, bro. That shit is crazy.
I agree.
They talking about busting a move. Who the hell? Whose fault is it?
Yeah, I don't know what you're trading for. Because they ain't going to get the ball.
It ain't nobody else's fault, man.
They ain't going to get the ball. Who you trading for? Because they ain't going to get the ball.
Bro, to my surprise, he's shooting 42% from the field. And that got to be a lot of dunks and layups. But his actual pull a shot percentage, it ain't high. And it's not going to be super high for him or Harden because they're volume shooters, and I get that. But when you watch those games,
yeah, it's bad.
Some of them shots that Russ be settling for.
Spade.
I be feeling like he can get to the cup every damn time, bro.
Spade.
And he'll be running 1,000 miles per hour and pull up for a mid-range and jump OD high and float in the air for 3 seconds and bang that bitch off the backboard.
Did he pull enough of them jumpers? Because, OKC, the 5 starters for OKC, none of them dudes shoot 70% from the free throw line. None of them don't want to go to the line, bro. I think Westbrook is at 60-something% from the free throw line. None of them dudes is shooting over 70% from the line, bro.
Paul George is.
No. I mean collectively. I'm talking about together. Like their percentage together is not over 70%.
Got you.
Which is terrible. Terrible.
Got you.
Listen, bro. I love Westbrook, but they gotta reel him in, bro. They gotta reel. And I'm gonna tell you what else. You cannot waste Paul George having this all this career year. You can't waste that. So why he got it going? Because you never know when he going, hit that wall. Why he got it going? Let him eat.
Got to, man.
You cannot waste it.
If you look at this team, now Westbrook, Paul George, and Steven Adams. You say what you want to say. Is it better victories on other teams? Yes. Are they in the West and it's a tough conference? Yes. But once you finish making all those excuses, man, that's not bad, bro. Westbrook, Paul George, and Steven Adams, all those guys' PER is over 20. All of them 20 or higher PER for those three guys. They gotta find a way. They gotta find a way. And I don't know if they're gonna be able to, because they have let Russ do whatever he want to do for so long. And Russ, please, I hate that I'm saying this, dog, because so many folks gonna jump on and attack Russ, and that's not what I want here. But Russ he's hurting them. He's hurting them.
They gotta reel him in, and I agree. I don't know if they can do it. And I'm a Westbrook fan, bro. I love that dude, but this is it's 100% him. It's 100% him. And I never said that before. Even when Stacks was on this show and they was talking about the playoff game and Westbrook shot 7 of 30, and I'm like, well, Paul George out there shooting 2 of 20. What you want this man to do? I was capable for him then. I can't do it this season right here. These dudes, they got I don't know if they have it right now at this moment, but during this week, they had the number 1 defense in the league. I don't know what the hell happened. It's Westbrook, man. He's been shooting them out of games. They've been locked in. They've been up by astronomical amount of points. Paid 20-something. They had like a 20-something point lead, a 17-point lead, and they blew them both. Westbrook shooting them out the game, bro. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, man. Like, they talking about they need to bust a trade for who? Who? That's why I just think teams just be saying, "Oh, let's do this trade." For what? I think sometimes teams just in their trade for like somebody they don't need. They'll just bust a trade and you be like, "Damn, why did you trade for that guy?" And speaking of that, Spade, we can move on. That's a great segue.
Get it.
Spade.
Go ahead.
Gotta take it on down to Houston, man. Houston, you want to talk about teams that's banged up. Aside from my Bulls, I don't think another team is more banged up than the Houston Rockets. Maybe my Bulls, but the Houston Rockets are banged up, bruh. Jesus, everybody's out. Now Capella out for what? 2 months. Jesus.
6. Yep.
Like, Capella's out. That hurts them dramatically, man. Capella out. EG just came back and he exited the game. Not to mention, I think Houston over. I think they didn't think about losing Trevor Ariza and Bob Mute. I didn't think they thought that would be that big of a loss, but to me, they were huge losses. Huge losses. I mean, they got Austin Rivers, they got Brandon Knight. Like, Brandon Knight been in and out of the lineup. They just banged up everywhere. For whatever reason, Melo is on the roster, and for what? Because they banged up. This is the time you play Melo when it ain't nobody but James Harden and Melo. Chris Paul, we already know he's out of the lineup. Why not play Melo? But that's not what this topic is about, Spade. You can talk about all that if you want. Talking about the Houston Rockets, the Brooklyn Nets are buying out Kenneth Faried, and the Houston Rockets is freeing up a roster spot to go get Kenneth Faried, Spade. I wanted to get your thoughts about that. How do you feel about that move?
I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I understand it. I mean, you and I talked off camera and you was like, I think they want Faried because he can fill in for Capella. They can run that PNR, and Faried's really good with that. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I forgot all about it. I was like, wait a minute. They got Marquise Chris.
Word.
They got Nene. Like, I'm looking at their last game, man. Chris only logged 6 minutes.
I don't know why.
I mean,
Chris, say what you want.
I don't know why either.
I mean, Spade,
bro.
I think he was solid. He wasn't, oh my gosh, rookie of the year caliber, but he played okay with Phoenix last year. I think the kid can play. I don't know. I don't get it.
They had a 9-man rotation. With Chris only getting 6 minutes.
I don't get it.
So really an 8-man rotation. So Austin played 46 minutes. Harden played 45. PJ Tucker played 42. Gerald Green played 41. That don't make no sense.
Let me ask you, Spade.
Play these other dudes. What the hell is D'Antoni doing, bro?
Do you think Chris is in the way when you're on the court? Do you think that's why he's not out there? Because he can't stretch the. I mean, I don't know. Because Capella do the same thing. Like he can do the same thing. Pick and roll.
Three.
And I think Chris can shoot the 3-ball, right?
Well, look, in 6 minutes he was 0 of 1 from the field, and that one was a 3. He went 0 of 1.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, bro.
He got 1 turnover and 1 foul and sat his ass back down. So I don't know why they don't feel like Chris can run that. Now, I get it. Nene's a little older. He ain't really flying like that. I get it. If Marquise Chris can't run the PNR, you might as well get him out of there. I don't know what he on the team for. I really don't. I don't know what he on the team for. If he can't do that, why is he on the team?
Spade, I don't. Like I said, I think they want Faried because I think they want him to fill in for Capella, pick and roll. People was telling me Faried ain't the same player, but Faried, when he was demandable, Faried used to tip dunks, rebound. Like Faried has some big games in the NBA. So I'm figuring
he ain't been demandable in a while though, cuz.
But he ain't been playing, bruh. He ain't been. I don't know what Faried is because they don't play him. They don't play him. Denver, he was buried at the end of the bench. And not with the Nets, buried at the end of the bench. The Nets was running a different type of offense. Like the Nets out there, they be jacking threes too, bruh. They be jacking. We just seen D'Lo, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, just shoot on a crazy amount of threes and made like 7, 8 of them hoes and had 40 points. Like I think they want Faried because they want him to be cheaper, a low budget Capella. Pick and roll. James Harden going to come off the pick and roll, throw some lobs to this dude, grab some rebounds, maybe block some shots. Is he going to be Clint Capella? No. Clint Capella was up there probably with Derrick Rose as most improved, probably. Like Clint Capella is. Can you even say Clint Capella's most improved? He had a good season last year, but he's playing. He's having a career year. He's having a career year. Like this injury hurts them, so I think that's why they want Faried. I just don't know if that's the answer. I don't know if that's the answer.
I can't figure it out, man, because for those that don't know, LePage, let me take it a step further, because there's people that don't know this. The Rockets got a full roster, bro. Like, their roster is full. Mm-hmm. And they got to get somebody off of their team. Like, it's not a situation where they can just pick up Faried. They got to let somebody go.
Word.
All right? So, let me get the Rockets roster pulled up, because this is what I'm saying. This don't make sense to me. They got a ton of people on the roster and people that don't play. Like you said, Melo don't play. Marquise Chris don't hardly play. Gary Clark don't play. Vincent Edwards don't play.
Well, now he's starting at center now. And he's 6'8". Why don't they start Chris at center who's 6'10"? Or 6'11" or whatever.
So they're not starting Nene.
No, they're not starting Nene.
They're not starting
at
Nene?
center. Clark. That's why I'm like, I don't
understand it.
I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the other guys is in the way. I don't understand it. I don't get it.
So they saying they're probably going to release James Nunnally, who's on a 10-day contract. They're going to release him early to make a roster spot for
Faried
if they have to. Now they trying to shop around Carmelo Anthony to possibly trade him. They don't want to release Carmelo. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It make my head hurt,
I really don't know what
That's
D'Antoni doing. I don't know what's going on down there. But even when they were saying that the Nets was going to buy Faried out yesterday, I seen the replies on the tweet. Everybody was like, Houston, he should go to Houston. Houston. They was tagging, what's the dude named Morey? I think his name is Morey.
Daryl Moore.
Yeah, they was tagging him in the tweet that's saying the Nets are buying out Faried, tagging him in the tweet saying, you need to get this guy. So, I don't know, Spade. We have to wait and see. I mean, James Harden just been playing out of his damn mind. Like, he been going, and I mean, they still losing.
You know what they going to do? They going to burn James Harden out in the regular damn season. They going to get to the postseason. He going to run out of gas. And
hopefully Chris Paul be back by this so he could pick up the damn slack. Hopefully.
Man, I ain't got no faith in that guy, man.
Yeah, it's
not his ability. I got tons of faith in his ability. Let me make sure I got that clear.
Yeah, you talking about him staying healthy.
I don't know. Yeah, man, I don't. He's just unlucky. I feel funny saying that, but he's unlucky. Bro.
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and take this next one too, man. Nah, you know what? No, I don't. No, I won't. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I want you to take this next one. Go ahead.
Listen, we got a picking game. I went 2-2 last week. I'm all right. I'm good with that. You know, I mean, I picked my Cowboys. You know, I said on the show, I said the Rams probably win, but I'm picking my Cowboys. And we fought. We lost by 8. We had a chance. We went for it on 4th. Trust me, I did not like the play call. I did not like the play call. It was like 4th and 1, 4th and inches. We went for it. We run Zeke right up the gut behind Connor Williams and Looney. Bro, what?
Bro.
I'm just saying, I didn't like the play call. You're going to run right up the gut. You're going to run right to Ndamukong Suh and right to Aaron Donald. No, you're going to run away from him. I didn't like the play call.
But Mr. Two Spoons.
Nonetheless,
Mr. Feed Me with 2 spoons.
Nonetheless, bro, we are talking about the defensive player of the year. Aaron Donald's going to win defensive player of the year again. And Ndamukong Suh has been one of the best defensive tackles in this league over the past 10 years. However long he been in the league.
That man ain't been one of the best D tackles in this league.
Stop it, Spade. And Ndamukong Suh's still a beast. But anyway, this is the picking game segment. We got a good one for y'all this week. And it's NBA.
Yeah.
It's NBA.
Yeah.
The pick'em game this week is the Toronto Raptors and the Houston Rockets. A lot of Rocket bullshit. It was Spade team heavy on this shit. The only team we didn't talk about was the damn Heat with they trash ass.
Spade, bro, we didn't talk about the Heat, the Dolphins, or the Canes. So
we talked about the Canes, and you mentioned the Dolphins with Tannehill.
I don't remember. No, you mentioned Tannehill.
Spade, Rockets, Rockets.
Down there. Huh? What? What you had said to me?
Raptors.
What you just called me?
Raptors, Rockets. Raptors.
Yeah. I don't know if Harden got enough help, man. I don't know if Harden got enough help.
This can go either way because we don't know if Kawhi playing. We don't know if Kyle Lowry playing. They have turned it. You said it.
Kawhi gonna play,
bro. You said it. I'm gonna say it on the show. They have turned into the Toronto Spurs. They just be, you need a day off? I got you. Why can't regular jobs be like this? Like, yo, you know what? Take a rest day. Like, you've been working hard. You need some rest? Take a day off. Like, they don't do that. Like, even when you call out, they be like, wait a minute now, hold up. Can't call out on this day.
My old job was like that, bro. The one I had before my current job, it was like that.
Yeah, I bet. Spade, who you got?
I didn't feel good. Called my boss and he said, "Man, stay at home." I would be, he would say, "Just turn around and head back upstairs to your bedroom." That's what he would say. Yeah, man, I can't really side with the Rockets with James Harden not having Chris Paul, not having Clint Capella, not knowing if Eric Gordon gonna be 100%. I don't think Eric Gordon is 100%. He might be by the time this game tip off, but the way I feel today, I don't think he got enough help, man. They probably gonna get Kawhi to help out on James Harden. I expect them to put Danny Green on him because if Danny Green get in foul trouble, that don't hurt the offense as much as it does if Kawhi gets in foul trouble. And I think they're gonna give James Harden a heavy dosage of Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. And I don't trust them other guys, so give me Toronto.
I'm taking Toronto as well, bro. And Spade, you talked about, I think the Rockets play tonight, right? Who they play tonight?
The Lakers.
And what's the game plan for James Harden tonight with the Lakers?
The Lakers said their game plan is to keep James Harden under 50.
like whenever that's the game, under 50, what they mean?
That
fantasy
sounds
points?
Comical, bro.
What they mean,
right,
fantasy
that
points?
That sounds comical.
Come on, bro.
How the hell is that your goal?
You don't go into it
under 50.
Come on, bro. That's the game plan. Let's just keep him under 50, guys. Come on, man. Listen.
That's the game plan.
I don't know who playing for the Rockets. I don't know who's gonna be back. It don't matter, man. I think only way the Rockets could pull this game out is if like Kawhi sit out and Lowry's out. If those guys play, I see Toronto winning this game, and their game plan probably gonna be to keep James Harden under 50 as well. It seems like that's the consensus around here. He can get 49, just keep him under 50. So I got the Raptors as well.
That's terrible.
That's a terrible game plan. Keep them under 50. Walton should be fired on the spot. Magic, what you doing over there? Get him out of here. Keep them under 50.
Yep, that's the game plan, bro. It sounds good, too.
Watch the Rockets win tonight against the Lakers. This ain't even a pick'em game. I'm just talking. Watch the Rockets win. Watch. Go ahead, Spade.
Let's get them to the last segment of the show today, man. We call this segment the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It's a very prestigious award in podcast land, given to a male or female who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. The Paris, you're on the hot seat, bro. Who is your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why?
I got a guy they call him the Fro. We got the beard, we got the brow. They call this guy the Fro. I'm talking about Jared Allen of the, I'm about to say the New Jersey Nets. The Brooklyn Nets.
Why?
Bro,
Why?
He played against the Rockets and he had 20 points, 24 rebounds. And this is why the Rockets trying to get Faried. In a 145-142 overtime win. Can I give out my award to this young man? Jared Allen
trying to keep you from making a big mistake.
Had 20 points, 24 rebounds in a 145-142 overtime win versus the Rockets. Not only did he have that, James Harden tested him, just like Blake Griffin and all those other guys that keep testing him going to the cup. And what did Jared Allen say? No, MVP, not my MVP, and block that shit. James Harden coming to the basket. He blocked that shit. Jared Allen for that performance and leading your team to a big win over the Rockets. You are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week, Jared Allen. They call him the Fro, bro.
First of all, man, forget him. First of all, Spencer Dinwiddie led that team. And you really gonna give away the most prestigious awards
to a net. Yes, I gave it to a net.
Award to a guy who played against a team with their starter at his position out with an injury?
Bro, he ain't got nothing to do with that. He ain't got nothing to do with that, bro.
Wow.
Bro, he ain't got
Clint
nothing to
said,
do with
try
that.
that shit when he back. Try that shit when Clint back down there. That's all we got.
What you mean, in 3 months? In 3 months?
Bro, it ain't gonna be that long. We about to get some vibranium. Listen, man, that's cute, I guess. Let me tell you what I do. I don't just get this shit away all willy-nilly like Stacks and the Paris do.
What?
I don't know if that's a New Jersey thing or if it's just...
It better not be James Harden. It better not be James Harden again.
I'm very professional. I don't just look at the box score and say, oh, this was a good game. I look at who they played. I look at the weight. I look at the magnitude. I look at the stage. All right? Let's go to L.A. Let's go to L.A., man. We just got through talking about the Thunder. Paul George having a career season, LaParis said. Russell Westbrook is averaging a triple-double for the third year in a row.
Word.
Steven Adams is Steven Adams. And the Lakers are having to play without King James. They got a bunch of young guys that's got to step up similar to the same way those Boston young guys had to step up last season. And guess who stepped up? Kyle Kuzma. Kyle. He been stepping up since Summer League. He had 32 of them damn things, LaParis. 32. All right, 3 steals, 4 dimes, 8 boards. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma was the Kyle Kuzma. Kyle, for that performance, Kyle, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Hey, hold up, Kyle. I've been working out for real, Kyle. You know what I'm saying? Your boy been in the gym, Kyle. I actually got a bicep now. That's how you do the award, LaParis. You don't just piss it away to whoever. You don't just close your eyes and flip through the Rolodex and pull out a card and just give it away. You put time, thought, and effort and emotion.
Bro,
I put emotion in
that
that
Kyle
shit.
Kuzma for his best game. Kyle Kuzma damn near dropped 50 the other day.
Was it in a game on this stage with its magnitude?
Absolutely.
No, it wasn't.
Absolutely.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, I just told you how bad the Thunder been.
They not bad. They just...
Spade, before I close the show, you got anything else to add? I don't want to hear no Kane shit, no Heat shit, no Rocket shit, nothing. You know what I mean? No Dolphin shit.
Well, damn. I mean, I ain't got nothing to talk about this.
Matter of fact, let me mention the Dolphins real quick. Spade, how would you feel if the Dolphins got Kyler Murray? Because that's been a rumor going around.
I wouldn't hate it.
Oh, but I thought
I wouldn't hate it. And we get all our linemen
thought 10-8
Listen,
was
when Kyler say hike, we want our lineman to drop down and block from one knee so we can see. You know what I'm talking about? So get low like this and block. so little Kyler can see. You know what I'm saying? Or we can cheat and get like some tall ass cleats. Everybody else had little cleats, but Kyler had cleats like this, so little Kyler can see. We need little Kyler to be able to see. Go ahead, bro.
Duke played Virginia tonight too, y'all. Today's Saturday, so by the time y'all see this, the game be over. Duke number 1, Virginia number 4. It's gonna be a good college game. Wait, did you see them? Did you see somebody poke Zion all in the face? I mean, fingers to the eyes. Jesus, can't beat him.
Bro, it was an accident, bro.
Can't beat him, blind him. That's the motto.
Bro, it was an accident, bro. Relax. Nobody wants to hurt him.
All right, listen, man. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know we cannot do this without your continued support. You guys did amazing. The podcast was posted on all audio outlets. Y'all can check that out. Listen, if you new here, you can bang the subscribe button, man. It takes 2 seconds. If you're a regular, hit the like button. There's also a little bell up there. You can click that bell that sends the notification to your mobile device to let you know a new episode has been uploaded. If you don't want to see two dudes arguing in a box, it's okay. We got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, Podomatic, iTunes, Spotify. We everywhere. It's no reason why you guys should ever miss a show. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.